What up YouTube, this is View with Ice, the channel about recommending anime, TV shows and much more. In today's video we'll be looking at must-watch girl shows. When I say girl shows, I mean shows that mostly attract women, shows where the target audience are women, and shows that have a mainly female cast. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and let's take a look at our must-watch girl shows.
I wish I hadn't just said that then.
I think it's cool you have so much going on in your head.
At this point in time, it is probably safe to say that we know or have heard of Sex and the City. The show is a prequel to Sex and the City with a much more PG approach. This show focuses on a young Carrie Bradshaw during a junior high year taking place in 1984. Carrie's dream is to become a famous writer and to leave her small town behind her. She starts her journey off by first taking an internship in New York City. This show focuses on Carrie, her friends, her relationships, her work and her future. This show was quite enjoyable, and it's a real injustice that this show was cancelled because I feel the show could have gone on for a bit longer. The Carrie Diaries was released on January the 14th, 2013. The show ran for 2 seasons before getting cancelled.
Sounds so much sexier in French.
Whoever came up with that language knew what they were doing.
You're gonna do this.
Well, I already bought 3 automatics and filed off the serial numbers, so really, name a day. You should see your face!
After making a joke about robbing a store, that joke actually becomes a reality. Being a mother is tough, and a mother would do anything for her children, and anything includes robbing a store and getting more money in the safe than expected, and later finding out that the money belongs to certain people you don't want to take money from. Their goal was to rob the store and get away with about $30,000, but they walked away with $500,000 instead. During the heist, one of the ladies gets recognized, and that in itself adds more problems to an already complicated situation. The show is funny, gripping, and can get intense very quickly. The show will have you laughing one moment and tense the next, and it will keep you interested for the whole duration. At least that is from my experience, but this is definitely some must-watch material. Good Girls was released on February 26, 2018. The show has 3 seasons and has been renewed for a 4th. The 4th season will likely release sometime in 2021. Mystery and drama are the key components of this show, so if you are looking for a show that will keep you on your toes and keep you guessing, you should really take the time and take a look at Pretty Little Liars. This show follows the lives of a group of girls after the disappearance of their group leader Allison. The group of friends slowly but surely falls apart due to the absence of their friend. They are reunited a year later after they all started getting messages from a mysterious figure named A, who threatens to expose their deepest and darkest secrets. Hannah, Spencer, Aria and Emily must now juggle school life and at the same time find out who is this mysterious person named A. This show has a lot of episodes, so you better be ready. I personally think this show would have been much better with few episodes, but shows doesn't have to be perfect to be enjoyable and fun to watch. Pretty Little Liars was released on the 8th of June 2010 and ran for 7 seasons and ended in 2017. The show also had 2 spin-off shows, but both were cancelled after only 1 season.
How are the huevos rancheros?
They're pretty good.
Can I have a bite?
I don't love you anymore.
After being in a relationship for 5 years, Jules Wiley's boyfriend breaks up with her out of nowhere. Since he has been in a relationship for so long, she has lost touch with her friends and now she tries to reconnect with him.
Jules, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told those Girl Scouts. You can't have a nervous breakdown in front of my door.
Jules tried to reconnect with her friends, but they are reluctant to reconnect with her because she has been neglecting them for the last 5 years. The show has a very unique representation of Jules' mental state after the breakup. It also has a very unique way of showing us how people act when they are in a relationship and how they act when they break up and needs to get back to normal life. and the ups and downs that comes with that. Dollface was released on November the 15th, 2019. The show currently consists of one season, but it has been renewed for a second, but there is no official release date yet.
Hello, half-breed. And how are we feeling today? Do you mean because of your curse?
If you are a fan of Riverdale, you will most likely enjoy this show right here, as the two shows share a lot of similarities. The chilling adventures of Sabrina has a much darker tone than Riverdale, so if you are a bit squeamish, you will probably want to avoid this, but I would highly recommend this show to any Riverdale watcher. For many others, turning 16 results in a coming of age and a sweet 16 celebration. For Sabrina Spellman, turning 16 means something completely different. Sabrina is a half-witch, and with her coming 16th birthday, she must now decide between her normal life and the life of a witches. Since Sabrina is a half-witch, she navigates between the human world and the world of witchcraft as she ventures between her mortal teen life and that of her family. Of course, it is obvious what Sabrina will choose, and with this decision, Sabrina has a lot of new tough choices to make, as she now has to fight against the evil that threatens her friends and her family. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was released on the 26th of October 2018. The show ran for 4 seasons, with the last season being released on the 31st of December 2020. Younger follows the story of Liza Miller, a 40-year-old mother trying to restart her life after a divorce. Liza tries to re-enter publishing, but she is pushed back by the ageism of the industry. After being mistaken as someone in her 20s, Liza concocts a plan to re-enter the workforce of the publishing industry by faking her identity and passing herself off as a woman in her 20s. She gains success with this ploy, and now we just have to see how long she is able to pull it off.
Liza, you've always looked good for your age. I mean, you were getting carded until you were 30.
I know, and my husband still leaves me for a younger woman. How's that for irony?
This show lets us take a look at the new life of Liza Miller, looking at motherhood, her new friendships, and romantic relationships. This show is very fun and refreshing and will always be able to put a smile on your face. This show also shows us how discrimination can be found in different shapes and forms, showing us the way companies treat people based on their age. Younger was released on the 31st of March 2015, and it is still ongoing. The show was delayed in 2020 due to certain circumstances, but it will be returning later in the year of 2020.
What you doing there?
Cover yourself, woman. We are not at Burning Man. What? It's perfectly legal to be topless in New York. Plus, it's Topless Tuesday on Twitter, okay? I need to tweet.
Well, you're putting that on.
After the death of her mother, Elodie starts to develop kleptomania. She goes to live with her father and her stepmother. After getting caught for shoplifting, Elodie is sent to a shoplifter support group, and within this group she meets 2 girls, Mo and Tabitha, and an unlikely friendship starts to form. The 3 girls all share completely different personalities, and under normal circumstances they probably never become friends. Elodie could be described as a shy introvert, Mo is more outspoken and is a more sarcastic, cynical type, and Tabitha could be viewed as a spoiled rich girl. The show then explores into the lives, relationships, and goals of the trio, slowly giving us a deeper look into the characters of the 3 girls. This show is pretty much one of my favorite Netflix comfort shows. Trinkets was released on the 14th of June 2019, and the show ran for 2 seasons. Here we take a look at the elite, the upper class, the beautiful, and the privileged. This show revolves around the lives of a group of teens living in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. A show about spoiled rich kids has never been so enjoyable to watch. After a brief absence, the resident it girl Serena van der Woodsen returns to the scene and turns the Upper East Side upside down with her new, changed self. Blair Waldorf is Serena's best friend and has always been in her shadow, but after the absence of Serena, she has risen to the Queen Bee. The show doesn't just focus on those 2 characters. There are a lot more characters who all get their time to shine, and that just makes the show much more entertaining. There are a lot of different personalities being displayed, and it gives you an overall better perspective on how the elite live their lives. Gossip Girl was released on the 19th of September 2007 and it ran for 6 seasons. There's also a new Gossip Girl series on the way named Gossip Girl. The show will feature a new cast of characters in the same setting but viewed from a different perspective. Kristen Bell will also return as the narrator. The show will be released sometime in 2021 on HBO Max.
You really go out with some guy you don't know?
Well, you can't be worse than the guys I do know.
Thank you. I still can't believe that it's really happening. I mean, you guys know when I was
A young girl in Colorado reading Scarlet magazine in my closet.
Okay.
If you are looking for a show that is positive about sexuality and features strong, independent, hardworking women working towards their goals in life, The Bold Type is exactly the show that you should be watching. The show centers around 3 best friends living in New York City. They all work for Scarlet, which is a fictional women's magazine. The story focuses on the trio's lives in the city of New York, as well as looking at their romantic relationships, their troubles, and their career trajectories. One of the things that I enjoy most about this show is the friendship between these 3 characters. Another great thing is the chemistry between these 3 actresses. I don't know what the relationship is between these 3 actresses in real life, but their on-screen performance is just a joy to watch. The Bold Type was released on the 20th of June 2017. The show currently consists of 4 seasons with a 5th season yet to be announced.
A D. I suck. You don't suck. I can't do this.
If you have never watched Gilmore Girls in your life, I suggest you take some time and put it into the show right here, because I do not want you to miss out on one of the best shows you will ever watch in your life. Lorelai Gilmore is a single mother with a daughter, Rory, who lives in a small fictional town of Stars Hollow. The main focus of the show is basically just the relationship between Lorelai and her daughter. This is also easily one of the best on-screen mother and daughter relationships you will ever find.
Guys, you're starting private school tomorrow.
Yes, but I'm going to be wearing shoes. Nobody's going to see my feet. Okay.
The show also takes a look at the difficult relationship between Lorelai and her own parents, which is the complete opposite relationship that she has with her own daughter, Rory. It also explores various other topics such as education, romance, friendships, ambitions, and disappointments. Gilmore Girls was released on the 5th of October in the year 2000. It ran for 7 seasons ending in 2007, spanning a number of 153 episodes. In 2016, the show returned for a 4-part miniseries on Netflix with the original cast.